Good afternoon, good people. Welcome to another edition of Double the Innocence with your boy E-Dub, gem dropper and a definite showstopper. Now, I've been an individual. I've had a lot of positive things to say about the Los Angeles Lakers and your proclaimed king as of late, LeBron James. The Lakers have been playing some outstanding basketball. LeBron James himself has been playing some outstanding basketball. And then you're going to turn around and do something like what you did the other night. I mean, as hard as it is for me to find anything positive to say about you, I've been finding positive things to say about you. But then you go do something ridiculous like what you did the other night at the Lakers game versus the Knicks, when you took it upon yourself to get in Stephen A. Smith's face. Basically saying to him that you want him to stop talking about your son. Now, honestly speaking, if by chance Stephen A. Smith was disrespecting any of your offsprings at any point in time, I'd be in full support of your nonsense. But if anybody has the time to go back and take a look at any of Stephen A. Smith's takes on Bronny James, there was nothing that he ever said that was really disrespectful. He gave an honest take. It's a take that there's a lot of people like myself agree with. Yes, I do understand that there's a lot of LeBron Knights, there's a lot of other individuals that believe that Bronny James deserves to be in the league and stuff like that. I understand that. There are people out there like that. But what you guys need to understand is there's another side to this coin. There's other individuals like myself that believe that Bronny James, all he's doing is occupying a roster spot from somebody that rightfully deserves it. And because myself or another individual or other content creators will be up here expressing that, that doesn't mean that we're being disrespectful. That just means we're giving our honest opinion take. So, where in all this does LeBron James feel that he has a right to let anybody prevent anybody from saying what they really feel about any particular situation, even if it has to do with your offspring? He's in the league. He's collecting a paycheck. That means he is fair bait. Wouldn't you say? How is it being disrespectful by saying that, realistically speaking, Bronny James would not be in the NBA if his father was not LeBron James? How is that being disrespectful? How is it being disrespectful by saying that Bronny James, realistically speaking, right now, where he's at in his career, he really should not be on an NBA roster. He should be in the G League perfecting his game. How is that disrespectful? Especially when there's anybody who understands and can relate to the game, knows that there's actual facts in that particular statement. How is that disrespectful? So, proclaimed King James, what you're basically telling me is an individual's honest opinion, if it happens to be on a negative aspect, is considered disrespectful? So I suggest you do this then. Every day you get up, you write a list of things that are allowed to be said about anybody where you will not consider it to be disrespectful. If that's what we have to do to make the king happy, no? Wouldn't you say? Since when is that type of bullying mentality accepted in society? Since when? And the reason why I use the word bullying mentality is because of the mere fact of the matter that you want to control the media, control what's said in the media, and control exactly how the media makes you look. And heaven forbid if there's somebody out there that seems to want to talk on the opposite side of the fence, like say, realistically speaking, LeBron James is a great player. He is just not the GOAT. Heaven forbid if there's somebody out there that wants to stand on that. I mean, if that's the stranglehold you have on mainstream media, thank the Lords up above for social media. Because at least on social media, you could get a little bit of authentic honesty. And there ain't a darn thing you could do about that. Yeah, people like myself are small fishes. So yeah, we might be talking to a small fragment of society. But what about those bigger content creators? What about the people like Ticket TV? What about the people like Kwame Brown? Bust Life? What about Carcino for Life? They got a much bigger platform, much bigger voices. And they can reach a lot more people that, guess what, share the same opinion as they do. What are you going to do? You're going to run up on them too? Good luck with that, buddy. Good luck with that. And there's a lot of content creators that they refuse to be disrespectful to Bronny James because of the mere fact of the matter that he's still a young man. He doesn't deserve to be talked about in a disrespectful way. But yo, that's a lane. That's an alley that you yourself, King James, created. Right now, it seems like you just want to have your cake and eat it too. And unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. You can't have it all. And I grew up in the era of the Michael Jordan era. So let me be one to be perfectly clear to you. When mainstream media was real mainstream media, and what I mean by that is guys that were actually out there doing their job, not caring what ruffles they feathered, because at the end of the day, they were trying to stand on nothing but actual facts and truth. And they would push that agenda. Yo, not every single media individual had a lot of positive things to say about Michael Jordan. And us Michael Jordan fans had to just live and deal with that. Because you know what? At the end of the day, we realize not everybody's going to like Michael Jordan for the same reasons that I liked Michael Jordan. I like Michael Jordan because I thought he was the greatest basketball player that God had ever created. Guess what? There were individuals back then that disliked Michael Jordan for the exact same reasons. And you know what? What they ate didn't make me shit. So it was based on opinion. I was happy with my opinion, and they were happy with theirs. It's only now in this particular area that, this particular era that if somebody seems to speak out against somebody that you guys like, it's like we committed highway robbery. Makes no never mind though, because like I said, at the end of the day, I'm always going to exercise my personal opinion. Good, bad, or indifferent, I'm going to exercise it. I'm going to speak about what I see. Just like I came up here and told you guys directly, I am not a LeBron James fan. I'm not really particularly happy with the way the Lakers have been running their organization as of late. But I try to come up here and stand on honesty. So I was one of the first people to come up here and let you guys know LeBron James has been playing some outstanding basketball since the trade. The Los Angeles Lakers have been playing some outstanding basketball since the All-Star break. Where, because of the mere fact of the matter that the West is so wide open, there's a possibility that the Lakers might find find themselves making it all the way to the finals. Where at the beginning of the season, I didn't give them a chance in hell of even getting out of the first round if they did make it to the playoffs. Does that change the way I feel about the proclaimed king? Absolutely not. Does it change the way I think about how the Lakers are running their organization as of late? Absolutely not. I'm just being honest on what I see. If they come out here and play another 10 games of excellent basketball, I got to come out here and tell you guys they played another 10 games of excellent basketball. That's what that's what I mean when I say keep it real. That doesn't change my opinion of an individual. That just keeps me authentic and honest to the game. LeBron James, you cannot complain about what people are going to be out here saying about your son on both mainstream media and social media. Because at the end of the day, you're the individual that put him in that position. You were the one that came up here and said that you felt Bronny James was better than some of the people that were on the NBA rosters at that particular point in time. You did that. So because of the mere fact of the matter that unfortunately your son cannot come and back up your theory, the entire James family just has to deal with the repercussions and the backlash of what happens from that. Plain and simple. You cannot. I'm going to repeat it again. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. It just can't be done. Stephen A is not one of my favorite people to watch on TV. I'll be totally honest with you. For a lot of the same reasons that a lot of other individuals do not really rock with Stephen A. Smith. But on this particular situation right here, he was doing nothing but his job. And if you go back and watch all the takes where it came to especially covering Bronny James, he always did it with a certain amount of decorum and respect. If you want to talk about him maybe taking one or two little pop shots at you from time to time, that's a different story for a different day. And if that's what you're really upset about, be a man and come out and say that that's what you're really upset about. Don't try and hide behind your son. And on a side note, you coming out and standing on the edge for your son, how in the world do you think that makes him look to the rest of the league? You having to come and defend him because people are saying stuff about him in the media. How do you think that makes him look in the locker rooms? LeBron James, remember the series when you were playing against the Boston Celtics when you were still in Cleveland. And you guys got into that little scuffle there on the sideline and your mom jumped into it where people could read your lips, where you told your mom to sit her ass down. What was your reason for doing that? Because you didn't want to look weak to your peers, correct? So how in the world do you think that this brings strength to your son by you doing something like this? I'll wait. You of all individuals, because you've been in the league since the age of 18, you know that once you're in the league, unless they're grooming you to be the face of this league, it's open season, man. You didn't have to go through that because you were being groomed to be the face of the league from the time you came into the league. So you were protected. But the majority of the other players in the league, they had to go through it the right way. They had to earn their stripes. Why should it be any different for your son who really does not have the qualifications to be taken over as any face of any league. Because guaranteed, once you retire, he's just going to be known as LeBron James' son. Just like Marcus Jordan and the other Jordan, where I can't even remember his name. They're just going to be known. They're just known as Michael Jordan's sons. That being said, people, I want you guys to share. I need you guys to like and hit those subscribe buttons, man. Help this channel grow. Dub the Innocence with your boy E-Dub is out. Have yourself a blessed day, peeps.